Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody has been doing super well after BriarFest, trying to recuperate some of the funds that you probably spent. I know that I am. I probably spent more money than I should have, but that is okay. I'm happy with my purchases. And yeah, so now that it's after BriarFest, it has been a little hard to figure out what kind of content that I am going to record for you guys. But I figured that I would probably just go ahead and start by showing my Peter Stone collection, since there's not that many of them. For the longest time, I was strictly an OF Briar collector, meaning I only bought the OF Briar horses that Briar made, so factory models. And probably 19 years of my life, that's all I collected. And until recently, about a year and a half here now, I have had the ability and the money now to buy some of the more expensive model horses, such as Peter Stones. So Peter Stone horses are a little bit more on the expensive side, just because every horse is hand painted by artists and it takes a little bit more time, and they're probably they're probably a better quality model that you're getting. You know you're getting your money's worth most of the time. So with that being said, I thought I would just go ahead and show you guys all of the Peter Stones that I've been able to buy. Really quick though, I always film in front of my squishies and stuffed animals. I have loved them since I was a child, and I will probably still be collecting them when I am 80 years old. So in that sense, I purchased a Build-A-Bear here recently. He went up on July 31st, and I was up at 6 o'clock clicking that button, refresh button, in order to get him because he sells out so fast. It is the Shadow Build-A-Bear. Isn't he so cute? He sold out in 2 hours this time. He was back in December is when they originally released him, and he sold out fast then too. And so I knew if he ever came back up that I would try my hardest to get him, and I did. So welcome to the collection, buddy. Here you go. So he might be in all of my videos from now on in the background. So let's just get started with the model horse content here. First up is a blank Peter Stone cast model, and I got this at probably my second BriarFest, or no, my first BriarFest. I apologize. And he was in a box with probably the drafter Peter Stone, and I wasn't gonna get him, but I really like unique different things, so I picked him up, and he still has the original sticker that Stone sold him for. So what does that say? $2.99, and then the sticker price that I bought him for, $25. I just think it's really cool to have him in the collection, even though he doesn't really do anything. So that is him. He is very beat up and scuffed, but they're supposed to be like that because you customize them. So I don't know if he'll ever be customized, but it's just really cool to have a blank Arabian Peter Stone in the collection. So that is him. I also have 3 regular run Peter Stone Arabians. I almost forgot about them, so I'm putting this here. But they were probably the first in the Peter Stone collection that my mom bought, and or she bought 2 of them and I bought 1 of them. But they're just really, really neat, and she has wanted the first 2 that I'm going to show you since she was younger. So we've got the Bay Standing Arabian Stallion. He is super, super, super cool. He's got black points, 1 white sock, and I really like his coloring. He is like super well done. He is signed, so he has a signature right there. I do not know his name, sadly, so, but he's really cool to have in the collection. And then this is the second one she purchased, which is a decorator color. He is considered a tiger eye color, and I really like him. I do not do a lot of Peter Stone decorators just because I didn't really like them, but this guy is really, really neat. He's super cool, got the decorator color even throughout his mane and tail. And yeah, he is not signed, but that is him. And then the last one is one that I bought, and I do know this one's name. This one's name is Padron Psyche, and he is like a dark chestnut Arabian. He's really cute. He's got one pink dot in his nose, which I thought was like really weird, and I thought somebody like had painted that before, but no, he comes like that. It's on the Stone Horse reference site and everything, but really, really cool. But they're all the same. Nothing too crazy about them, but I really like them. And they're just nice to have in the collection. So that is them. All right, continuing on with Arabians, I guess I will do my more expensive one here. So this is Pip. He was the 2023 literature series that they had, and he is gorgeous. His dappling is amazing. I posted, after I saw him for sale, he was the glossy version, and I missed out on him. And like I said, I hadn't been collecting Peter Stones, so I was so heartbroken that I saw that guy and I missed out on him. So I did an in search of, and less than a week, somebody reached out to me and said they had a satin version. She lives in Australia, I believe. So he made his way, I made payments on him, of course. He made his way across, and it took like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks for him to get to me, and I was so worried the entire time because I spent a lot of money on this guy, and he arrived in perfect condition. There is nothing wrong with him. He is absolutely beautiful. He's got pinned ears, which I love about the Arabian, and like I said, he is my favorite in the collection. In Peter Stone history, probably. There will never be another one like him that I'm gonna love as much. So he stays in the curio cabinet. I'm not letting anything bad happen to him. But he came with his original, I don't know if I can get this to work. Come on. Original hang tag of how much he was. I did not pay this price. I wish I paid this price, but I did not pay this price. He was a limited run of 30, and this was I have it in a bag so I don't mess it up, but this is the paper that came with them. So I've got that for show purposes. It was really nice of her to give me the original hang tag too of how much he was, because I appreciate that. And then I also ended up printing out all of his details from the Stone Horse Ref website. So he is the first one, and I love him very much. I know I've said that a million times, but I do. He's my favorite. Okay, moving on. We have got another Arabian, and this is a designer horse from 2013. He's very, very cool, very customized. I have named this one Confetti Cupcake. He just looks like really fun and really neat. He's got a swooshed tail. He's almost like a Silver Bay Appaloosa. And he's really, really cool. I love his tilted head, and he's got blue eyes. Very, very cool model. He was also listed on Facebook, and she also had, I was very interested in like pinned ears after I saw Pip, and so she had a pinned ear, but he was not as pretty as this one, so I picked this one up instead, and I really like him. I haven't had much luck showing him yet, but he's super cool nonetheless, so continuing on here, we have got the two in my mom's collection that she has. Like I said, we hadn't collected Peter Stone's until recently, so I just decided to include hers in here as well. So we've got a dappled gray thoroughbred, and it's almost like a decorator color is what I would consider this. He's really cool. He was an elder one. I have his paper here. His name is Adobe, and he was a trunk show tour horse for January to June in 2002, and he's one of the older ones, so he did not cost as much as some of the newer ones, but he's really cool regardless. She really liked his coloring, and we got him at the first model horse show that I ever went to. So that is him. And then he also, I don't know if he came with this guy, but they're literally the same color, and this is a Peter Stone weanling. I do not have the paper for him, sadly, but I'm assuming that he was probably there as well or came with him as like an extra. But he's really cute as well. He's just a little stone weanling or foal, and they're literally the same color, same format. So I'm assuming this is just like the smaller thoroughbred or the baby version of this one, but really cool. Okay, and then going on, continuing with thoroughbreds, I have probably one of my next favorite purchases here. This is Wolfie, and he is a thoroughbred that is very customized. He also has the pinned ears, and they do have a couple of spots, ear rubs on it, that I will eventually get fixed, but for now, he just stays at home. Other than that, he is very, very nice. Nothing else wrong with him. Maybe just like a shiny mark or two, but nothing that is absolutely crazy. But he is amazing. I saw him just like I saw Pip on Facebook. I saw him for sale and I missed out again. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do an in search of. And like I said, less than a week. It is amazing how fast people can get to you. Less than a week goes by and somebody reached out and I was like, wow, awesome. Sent photos of him. He was a really great price, and I picked him up. So I really like him. Switch tail, super cool. I think it's called like a whirlwind tail or something like that. And then this set, this bridal set, is from Infinity Briars on YouTube and Instagram. So he is sporting her traditional Valentine's Day set that I got. It's really neat. But yeah, he is super sweet, super cool. Love his eyes. And he's got a wolf paw underneath on his stomach. And then I think he's got one right there on his foot as well. But I didn't realize how big the thoroughbred Peter Stone was, but he is amazing. And he also came with a little card, and they said he's a Silver Bay Sabino thoroughbred, and he's a run of 30. And you can pause to read that, but it's really cool, the stories that they make up for this guy. But he is number 6 out of 30, and I love him very much. Super glad that I am able to have him in my collection. Last two models are the ones that I have been able to take to shows, and both of them have placed. So their very first shows they placed, which is amazing. So we'll go from the one that placed lower and then the one that placed higher. So this is also a designer horse from 2024, and I think the initials say JK, and he's really cool. I found an amazing reference picture for him, and I'm assuming he placed in breed, so he did really well. I think he got 4th, but he is on the Irish cob mold. I originally wanted one from Stone, and he sold out very fast. So there was a girl posting that she had some cobs that were available, and I chose this guy. and he is super, super neat. I have named him Summer Solstice. I just think that fits him very, very well, and I really, really like him. He's got the long gradient mane and tail, which I really like, and his face is just so sweet. First cob that I have in my collection, but he's super well done. I'm very, very glad that I got him. I think he's also satin or like semi-gloss because he's not matte, so really, really cool. Okay, so last but certainly not least, we have my only bunny in the collection, and I took her to her first show, Big Orange Bash, and I really wasn't expecting much. You know, this is also a designer horse from 2022, and it says AM is the initials here. And I had recently purchased her from the Tamara Rose auction. There were 4 lots, and this girl was in the first one. So the first lot was like kind of like a test run, so not a lot of people knew about it, so the models weren't as much as they were later on, especially the Peter Stones. That first lot, Peter Stones were going for like $50, which is insane to me considering how much they actually go for. But yeah, so I got her in that first lot, and I love her, and I was not expecting much, but I found a really good breed for her, and she placed first in the other draft pure breed section. So when you place first or second, they go back on the callbacks, and she ended up getting a champion ribbon in breed for the draft breeds, which is amazing. I was so happy about that because, I mean, like I said, just starting off with model horse showing, just starting off with the channel, just starting off with Peter Stones, and I am so grateful to be able to show and talk about what I love. So here she is. She's a beautiful silver bay. You can kind of see a reoccurring theme here. I've probably said it in my previous videos, but I love my bays, so she is super cool. And I have named her after my favorite drink from Sonic. She is Dirty Dr. Pepper. I think it suits her very well, but that is it, guys. That is all of my Peter Stones that I have. Like I said, not a lot, but I'm so thankful that I've been able to purchase most of these here in the last year and a half. I also want to sit here and thank each and every one of you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Within the past couple of weeks, my channel has grown from 20-something subscribers to 50-something subscribers. So thank you guys to all of my original subscribers and all of my new ones. I hope you guys are liking the channel. I hope you guys are liking the content. This has been so much fun to be able to do for you guys and share my love of model horses and all things related to others of the hobby or to others who are interested in learning about the hobby. So again, thank you guys so much, and much love to you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.